Think you know pre-workout nutrition? Well, it's likely you think it's about stuff like this, when it's actually more about stuff like this when it comes to building muscle mass. So let me explain what you're missing. When most people think of pre-workout nutrition, they think it's important to have fancy pre-workout supplements and stimulants rather than focusing on consuming adequate amounts of macronutrients such as carbs and protein. When you're building muscle and doing high-intensity strength training, this form of exercise depletes your muscle glycogen and causes muscle breakdown, all the while increasing your stress hormones such as cortisol in the body. The longer it takes for these catabolic processes to be reversed, i.e. for you to recover, the worse your results will naturally be. So to get yourself into an anabolic or muscle building state as quickly as possible, adequate protein is required to be on hand for repair, along with carbohydrates, which are required to replace the muscle glycogen that is depleted during your training. Now this is a bit a lot of people miss about carbs. Carbs are important around training time because they also help to shuttle other nutrients such as protein and amino acids to your damaged muscles for growth and repair. As I've alluded to, the fastest way to get into an anabolic muscle building state is to have adequate amounts of carbs and proteins in your system ready and waiting before muscle breakdown starts to occur. Most studies indicate that muscle repair and protein synthesis is far greater when protein and carbs are consumed pre-workout as opposed to only being consumed in the post-workout window of time. So be sure to get adequate amounts of both before and after training. Now that you know why you need adequate pre-workout nutrition, you've probably been wondering what particular carbohydrate sources and protein sources work best around this time. Well, the jury is out on which exact foods are best for each individual person pre-workout, but generally speaking, easily digestible proteins such as whey protein are recommended, and simple carbohydrate sources work better than complex carbohydrate sources. When it comes to pre-workout nutrition solutions, my personal favorite is dextrose or Gatorade powder mixed with whey protein in water and consumed about 15 minutes prior to training. For carbs, multiply your body weight in kilograms by half or 0.5, and whatever your answer comes out to be, that'll be the equivalent number you'll be consuming in grams of carbs. For protein, simply consume half of the amount of the required grams of carbohydrates. Here's a practical example to make more sense of that, using an 80 kilogram male. So 80 times 0.5 equals 40 grams of carbs consumed pre or during the workout, and then that 40 grams divided by 2 comes to 20 grams of protein, which is also consumed pre or during the workout. And there you have it. That's the right mixture of nutrients to take pre-workout to optimize your muscle growth and recovery, and with the added bonus of increasing your strength and power. Now make sure you have adequate amounts of carbohydrates and protein in your system prior to training, and don't treat strength training and high intensity exercise like you would fasted cardio. Otherwise, you'll negate all the benefits I previously outlined, and you'll cause excess damage to your muscles, your body, and ultimately your results. Don't forget to like this video if you found it useful. If you have any other feedback or questions, read the description and drop a comment below. Until next time.